Bizarre Brain Comics. Well, hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I'm Gary, your host, and this is where I like to take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and examine the stories and the art. So, this time, I want to have a little look at this book from Dark Horse Comics, Alien vs. Predator, the Civilized Beasts graphic novel. And this is from 2008. And of course, as I said, it is Dark Horse. I don't think Dark Horse have those characters any longer. Just because it was all Fox was bought up by Disney, so I think Disney's got them now. Have you been watching the Alien Earth series? It's been real interesting. You've been enjoying that, and my wife and I, and we also recently rewatched several Alien movies that I hadn't seen in years, plus the Alien versus Predator movies. And of course, I know they don't actually fit into the continuity of these respective franchises, but that doesn't matter. Okay, this is Alien vs. Predator, which is written by Mike Kennedy and drawn by Roger Robinson. And I know nothing about either of them, but this is a decent little graphic novel. It is, as you can see, it is digest sized, but it's thicker and on the heavier quality paper with good quality coloring and stuff. And I don't, from the looks of it, I don't think it was even inked. I think what they did is Robinson drew it, did the pencils, scanned it into the computer, and there they can make corrections and punch it up without having to use inks, and then colored it right there on the computer. That's the way I think it was done. And you can see this Alien and Predator in combat here on the cover, because what else would you have? And so I'll try to take a brief look through it. And this is second hand, and the cover has come off. I'm gonna have to glue that back on. And it starts off on some unknown planet, and here you can see close up of the Predator. I mean, of the alien, and something's on him, and the alien is coming out like the stock, and we see the Predator mask, and boom, net goes over him, and out comes the Predator, and boom, the alien gets around and pounces on the Predator when bluey, somebody fired a shot and it's got some of the blood, acid blood on the Predator. We see a human with a rifle, high-powered rifle, took out the alien. But it's not a Predator. It's a regular human in Predator gear. While the alien wasn't dead, he recovered, about to pounce on him again when zap! The real Predator takes him out. And I gather from the context they have an unsteady, or kind of an unsteady alliance here between the humans and the aliens on this planet. And they go back to their compound where they're staying. We find out that they are basically castaways here. They're here for some research, and something happened, and of course the aliens, and so they've got this this compound built up, and they have to fight off the aliens, and they are aware of the predators. This is when we meet the major cast of characters. Doesn't really matter. A lot of arguing going on because two of the people here are some of the big company people, actually owners of startups and stuff. Of course, this is unspecified time in the future. And from the and again, this is undoubtedly based on some of the storylines from the comics that they had from the comics rather than the movies. Is that at some point in the past, the synthetics, the robots from the Alien movies, have been outlawed, and and that will become a major plot point later. So they helped the guy in. Yeah, and plus, I forgot to mention the Predator actually put some goop on the. Yeah, there it is. Put some goop on that wound from the acid blood of the xenomorph, which helped him. So they're here we see him being observed. But then elsewhere on the planet, there's a big Predator ship, and here is a step pyramid similar to what we've seen in some of the Alien versus Predator movies. Of course, this was actually after the movies, their first movie anyway. I think I've forgotten the year. And all this stuff is all silent, no dialogue, because these are the Predators. They only make noises. We see inside the pyramid, they're all chained up, is a queen xenomorph, just like we saw in the first Alien versus Predator movie. And here the people are, and whoosh, because here comes a drop ship, come down to rescue him. Well, finally, because here comes some scientist types, looks like. And these are people of associated with one of these company heads. The big black guy with the cigar, and introduces him, and and says there is a Predator warship in orbit around the planet, and they just got there, and came down as a rescue party. Then they see then elsewhere. The Predators have taken the queen alien out of the pyramid and put her in a cage out in the open, and repeatedly zap her to get her to scream. And then they take off and hide, and it draws in the other xenomorphs, and then they start picking them off. Boom, 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 boom. When they're all done. Here comes the Predators. They put the queen back, and then back with the humans, and so they're about to get ready to load up the ship with their gear so that they can head back to the main ship. When kabalooey! That ship gets blown up, and is blown up by the Predators. So what the? Yeah, we need you guys. They line them up. Because they thought they were friendly, but no, line them up and break them up into two parts. And this is including all the people from that dropship, and take them and separate them into two groups. And so the one group is kept there. The other group is marched off to the pyramid. And they go inside, and they find, we recognize this. In this chamber where there are tables laying out. Yes, this is the chamber. All right. Meanwhile, they got the others back at the camp, and the cluster of the new people are off in the corner, and are talking amongst themselves. And now we find out what's going to happen. And the new guys, they start ripping through the fences and start wailing into the Predators, and they get chopped to pieces and stuff. And they're synthetics. They're not supposed to exist, but they're synthetics. And this guy has been hiding them. But of course, it looks like blood, but it's not. It's to make them blend in better. They have, instead of the white milky fluid, they have made it red to look more like blood. And they're just, but this is all a distraction. They're sacrificing themselves so that the humans can get away. They take off, and so they know it's supposed to be another dropship coming soon. But here we are back at the pyramid, and the predators are hustled outside, and they get attacked by xenomorphs. Whack! Big old battle scene. Meanwhile, inside, the humans are enclosed inside, and oh, here comes the eggs. And the egg pops up, and the face hugger leaps after one of the guys, but ooh, and this guy grabs the and destroys the face hugger. Then more of them pop up, and he's right there, getting all the face huggers, and of course the acid blood has really burned up his hands doing this, but it doesn't really bother him. Because, yes, he is a synth. So they have the discussions and at both parties about, well, synths are supposed to be are illegal. And also, well, yeah, well, that's why we have this stuff here at the outposts and stuff to do research on and with the synths, because they're not supposed to be around and all this other stuff. Meanwhile, another battle scene between predators and aliens and the xenomorphs. Well, so the synth guy helps them get out. Oh, they're going through the pyramid. They find the chained up queen, and she has grabbed one of her offspring and cracks him like an egg to get the acid blood to free herself. So they take off. Meanwhile, while getting distraction of the predators and the aliens fighting right there. And they get out. The two parties find each other. They have a little bit of argument about the synths and stuff, but hey, I'm not going to argue. They're saving our bacon. Then one of the predators comes out. Uh-oh. But then the queen. No, the synth. That's not yet. The synth takes on. One of the synths takes on the predator, and he gets blown up. Then the queen comes out after having freed herself, and it's the predator versus the queen, and giving the chance to the other people to get out there. And then the second drop ship has just arrived. More people. Well, this is when the one boss man, he's going to abandon everyone here because they know about the synths. He'll be in a world of trouble. So here's going to abandon them. But the synths aren't going to go for that. And whack. Here we go. Whack that guy, that boss guy. Knock him out. They all get on the drop ship. And they take off. Meanwhile, to head to their own ship. But meanwhile, there's still the Predator warship in orbit. And one of the ships manned by a synth sacrifices himself to distract the Predator ship so that they can whoosh, get the hell out of there. And that's it. Civilized Beasts. I don't know why they called it Civilized Beasts. Because there was nothing civilized nor beastly going on, specifically beastly going on. But I think this is the only Alien vs. Predator book that I've ever read. I haven't even read any of the novels. My wife has a couple of them. But I enjoyed the movies. And but are you an Alien fan? Are you a Predator fan? And are you an Alien vs. Predator fan? Let me know in the comments down below. And what you think? What are some of the other AVP properties that you have indulged in? Let me know that too. Oh, and some nice artwork and a decent story. And well, that's all she wrote. So thank you for joining me, and remember, comics are art.